Check 1, 2. Looks good. We'll give it a minute or so. Let's see. I think this looks pretty good. And then this time it's not backwards and it's moving pretty good. So yeah, this should be good. I don't know how many people will jump on here, but we got about an hour today. So we'll give people a couple minutes and go from there. Go Bears. Pillows. Ooh, you know what I could or should do, although I know people like that live feel. So we'll give folks overseas a minute or two. How do I know if anybody's in here? That'd be funny. I'm gonna do all this live stuff. Oh, got no heads here. It's also lunchtime in America, so although you think that this would be the best time to do it, leave lunchtime in the Chicagoland area. Yes, this would not be a shaved channel unless there were faces, funny faces. So. Let's see, what does this do? It says no dudes. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh. So what I get is what I get. Got it. I'm going to give it to 5, and then I'm just going to ramble on like a goof. So I'm sure my other friends on the other side of the planet will catch this at some point. But I think I got everything that I need. Let me just double check real quick for the shave. Yep. And then we have everything we need for the beer review. So I think we're in good shape here. So we'll give it a regular 60-second countdown before we get started. Just check out, make sure I can see what I need to see for this big shave. We have 30 seconds to go. So is there anything interesting here that we can show before we get started? Probably not. Then those that are going to watch this after the fact, you see my daughter has moved back in. Very interesting wire job she did. All right, here we go. All right, good afternoon, everybody. I am the El Jefe 1974. I am here coming at you for a live shave. We're going to do something a little bit different, or at least I am. Um, I'm going to do a Proraso red shave. Not that it hasn't been done before, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shed some of this winter beard. So we'll just go through the game plan. I'm basically going to take off all of this, and I'll probably we'll call it like a rough goatee, just like enough. And I've brushed it out. But you guys can see I would need to trim it, but instead of wasting time, I want to just concentrate on what's here. And then what I'm going to do, not on cam, but as you guys see, my mustache is growing over walrus style. So later on, I'll trim this back, but I'm going to do the do handlebars again. But I'm going to keep the length here. So that we're going to do that. And then as soon as I'm done with that, and then depending on the number of people that come in, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over because there's another channel that I'm not going to say like heavily involved. It's the Beer Adventurer. It's a channel here on YouTube. Put the link in my description, and certainly not to peg on his coattails, but I am a humongous fan of the work that I think they'll be okay. I'm a tremendous fan of the work that Josh and Carissa do on that channel, along with I believe Steve and some others. So check it out if you like beer. It's great entertainment. If you don't like beer and you like to see, just people doing reviews on something, a normally written review, it's pretty action packed. And I had the opportunity in October of last year to do a couple of videos with him, and I was extremely honored to do that. So along with me, Big Joe, who's a contributor to the channel, he's a friend, very great friend of mine, neighbor, one of my best friends. I would consider him as, certainly a channel worth watching if you're into beer. And I'm going to do a beer review. I'm what's known as an ABV. So for those of you that do drink beer and follow that, usually that's the ABV for the amount of alcohol in there, but it stands for Associate Beer Venturer with the apostrophe. So I'm going to do a review of one that he hasn't done, but be real quick. And then I'm going to encourage him to repurpose any part of this transmission from the beer side for his, if he would want to do so. But it's completely up to him. We fully support him, and a great individual and great friend of mine in just a short time. Okay, well, at this point, I don't have anybody hanging out in the room, which is okay. So let's go ahead and get the shave started. And we'll go from there. Let's go through the equipment real quick, as we do in most shave channels here. I am going to go with Proraso Red Pre-Shave right here, Proraso Red. I'm going to put this on the beard, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, just to get it nice and soft and get it off. That lighting, is my head doing that? Probably. Proraso. The shaving cream then after that's going to be applied is the Proraso Red Tube. I do have the aftershave and I do have the balm, but I'm going to do that later to save time for the beer review, so on and so forth. At the ready is my Red Boar Omega brush. It's been soaking dutifully. Here it is. And it's got Omega right there. You can see on there it's Pura Stelosa, pardon me, my Italian friends. That came with the kit, certainly with the Proraso Green cop. And then what am I using for the weapon of choice today? Well, the straight razor that I had last year, and before I assign blame to anything or anyone, what I've noticed is when I've been stropping it, and I know how to strop a straight razor, I own 4 of them, I noticed that there's some chips that developed, and potentially the Kevlar or the fabric part of the strap might be doing it too hard, or maybe that needs to be smoothed out. But in any event, I did get a beard trimming kit this year. And maybe after the fact, I'll comment and put the link on Amazon. But it came with sandalwood beer wash. So my mind is sandalwood beard wash, the beard oil, and some other materials as well that came with it. And one of the things that came with it was this beautiful shavette that's got the nice weight and balance of a straight razor, right? These are heavy, so you don't have to accidentally slice your face like a cantaloupe, right? However, what's interesting, and forgive me here, I've been trying to research the crap out of this. If you notice, it's 3-pin. It takes the longer toe. I think it's Tonito style blades, but I believe also Mercure, I believe it's Mercure, makes them along with Lord. They're the two name brands that can make this blade. I'll put this a little closer just to see. But it's 3 pins. Now you could use a regular straight razor, snap it in half, and then only get it from here to here. But this thing takes some big boy blades. And it's just like a shavette. Like you would get a Parker, right? You lift this down, slide, put it back, crack it in half. But that, if you notice, that blade is as wide. So it's a barber style one, but it's got a lot more heft than those Soul Engine ones, right? The ones with the plastic guard and so on and so forth. So be using this to take off the bulk of the hair. And then if I'm not up to it, or I don't have the concentration, or a bunch of people come in here, then I'll go ahead and then I'll just finish up with my backup razor, which everybody knows is a 1959 Gillette Fat Boy, which I have right here, loaded up with a Wilkinson Sword saloon pack blade. So if I need to finish up, we'll go from there. And yes, like our good friend Sinatra Lennon, it does have a grandpa grungy feel to it. I'm good. I've washed it. I throw it in the dishwasher, re-oil it up, and things a beaut. Third quarter, 1959. The same time period that the Chicago White Sox and Los Angeles Dodgers were in the 59 World Series. Although we all know the Dodgers cheated because they made the White Sox play in a Little League field. So it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use, I don't have a sink in here, obviously, but I do have pretty much the trash at the ready for the big hair, and a little bit of water. So I'll go ahead and, let's see, we'll do this. Take my glasses off because it'll just be easier to see. I'll just get some of this wet. I already shaved my head this morning. There was no way I was going to go ahead and do that live at 5. I know there's a lot of NASCAR fans that like to watch my channel and they love to see the blood, but I'm not in the mood for blood today. You can see I got good growth on the long part of the beard. I'm very happy with that. But it's going to be baseball season soon, so I want to have a little bit warmer beard when I go see the Chicago White Sox this year, which I do have tickets for opening day. They are opening against San Francisco. So to me, it's just weird. They should open with an American League team and or rival, but I don't make the schedule and I'm not a billionaire owner. So, oh well. All right, let's take the Proraso pre-shave. Let's get it on there. Now let's go ahead and go for it. We'll put it on the bare skin, put it on the hairs down here, put it underneath. And what I like to do, if there's like any little bit extra, right? I've got this up here that I could always blot off of. All product is good product. All right, let's go ahead and grab enough Proraso. Probably pea-sized shot, like you would if you were going to do a regular full face shave. That's what we're going to go with today. We'll just squeeze it in there. It's been prepped already. Meaning it's been ran under hot water, et cetera, et cetera. So I got a little lathering bowl here, but I'm just going to do a face lather because I got enough hair here to make that happen. All right, here we go. Glad I caught that. A little water. Well, that's okay. We'll get the neck softened up. More than enough shaving cream. If you're new to the channel, thank you. Please subscribe. I don't post a whole heck of a lot anymore. It's not because I don't enjoy what I'm doing or what have you. I think since the last time we talked, and a lot of you may or may not know, I've been promoted at work. I've taken over a brand new department. When I mean brand new, like never existed before. So great team. We're trying to find our way a little bit on, what we're trying to get done and accomplished. But we've got a lot of great support. It just takes a long time, right? It's something new. Oh, I need my towel over here so I can wipe the shavette as we go. All right, here we go. First pass. Again, we're just going to take the sides off. We're going to leave a goatee. I do have my column block. So before we get too handsy over here, let's get that at the ready. All right, so I can stretch that whole skin and not have to worry about it. All right, let me think here, as it's been a while. Switch. This is the hand that needs the alum block, so we can get that good stretch. And here we go, first pass. Wow. Holy, look at all that silver. What is this? Is this giving Santa Claus a shave? Whew. Like I said, I've got something I could put the hair in right over here. So when you're using a shavette, you gotta be careful. Just be steady. Take your time. I am so taking my time. I'm on vacation because you do not want to catch this in you. All right, let's see. Look. Ow. I caught that in the pin. I didn't catch that in the razor. Interesting. And someone came in and somebody went out. I'm getting a lot better performance out of this than I thought I was. See if we can come the other direction. And again, we're gonna go very wide today because I don't know where I want to pop this. Meaning I don't know where I want to hold. I'll probably hold up right there. That looks, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Uh-oh. Not too shabby. I need a little bit of water. All right, then we'll just do this. All right, good. Very good. All right, let's get the other side. All right, so now what you do is you flip, right? And then we're going to, hold on, this is where I get confused. We're going to flip. Now I go to the right hand, left hand gets the alum block so that I can stretch the skin. Same thing, we're going to come straight down. Good stuff. And boy, that brightness is kind of killing me. Brightness and the angle. But yeah, you don't need a razor or like clippers. This just takes it right off. Now, here's the part where I was talking about. This is when you start getting a little fatigued, or like when you can't see and you don't want to rush. Let's see, where do we? There you go. Not bad. Then if you use a towel and you wipe this stuff off, you just get a thick towel. Don't like crank on the razor, because then you're gonna go right through the towel and you're gonna cut your finger open, and that's experience. So, okay, again, if that got the big hair off, we can go over to safety razor mode. So, for those of you that don't know what that is, this is a one blade razor. This is a twist to open. Uses one blade. This is because everybody always wants to know. This is like the fifth use. These things go for like a long, long time, and they're the amazing low price of, maybe a couple of cents at best. All right, we'll go ahead and knock this out. So yes, it is like shaving like a grandpa. No question. All right, here we go. And you can go way faster. Now I'm going to go, where am I going to go? I'm going to go across. I'm watching my mustache. I don't. Now, a lot of people have always told me, like, they're amazed at how fast I can go. They're always amazed at how fast I can go. Well, that's the beauty of the safety razor, is there's a guard on there on the end. And as long as you're not going sideways, which would slice you, you can get some good muscle memory and you just get done. Gosh, that brightness. Let's see, I got to find where the hair is. I got to compare. Like, that should be okay. Yep, it's always better to go wide than go too far in, and then you're doing like weirdo beards and Sigmund Freud's, and no offense to my Austrian friends, but you guys get it. Now, what's funny is my hair. Let's see. Let me think. This side. When I shave cross grain, goes this way. This side, I got to go back the other direction. Yeah, I don't think that's razor burn, personally. All right. All right, last pass. Last pass for the Baby Butt Smooth. We're going to shave cross or against the grain, which for me is straight up. And then because my neck is the most sensitive, just you can do this with your brush. You know, there's a lot of guys say, "Oh, don't do that. You're not gonna pull the hair out of a brush made by a good, a good reputable company. I mean, don't pull on it, right? You're not like skinning a porcupine, right? But at the same time, if you want to clean it off, clean it off. All right. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish up. Very smooth. All right. You flip it over. Yeah, and there's a little bit more hair in here because of the, because some of the big hair came with it. No biggie. Do we have a cut? Nope. What my dad would have called baby acne. All right. Yeah, that's just a shadow. Yeah, it's good. All right. And normally I would finish up with a cold rinse, hot rinse, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But to be 1,000% fair, I'm probably going to end up going into the bathroom and checking the alignment and so on and so forth. But we'll see how I feel about this. I think it looks good. So again, I don't have a bathroom in the office here, so I'll get cleaned up enough. Got to get behind the ears, under the neck. Gosh, it looks like I got it in my ear, but gosh, this is dang brightness. I didn't think it was going to translate that bright. Yeah, good. I want to put that on my right now daughter's bed. So okay, and this is all in block. So you guys remember from the cartoons, they sprinkle on the turkey, and the turkey would go. This is the same thing. This is a natural astringent for the skin. So I could just go on. Doesn't, it's a good finish to the shave. It'll tell you if it stings, etc., etc. Yes, I put that in my ear because, man, I can't tell what all that brightness is. It's just the camera. Okay. I like. This looks good. Check for smoothness. Yeah. Yep. And like I said, I'm going to get the clippers. I will cut this part back. And then I'm going to go ahead and I've got my wax. And I think, you love them, you hate them. I think I got enough to start. Ooh, yes, I do. And enough presents. Ooh, and I think I hit that pretty good. So the only thing I got to do here is just get out my clippers and just dress this a little bit so it's a little more streamlined. They should be pretty good. It looks good with the head shave. I like it. All right, let's do a quick review here. Enunciate El Jefe. All right, we use Proraso Red pre-shave. Proraso Red's the sandalwood line. So very, very earthy, very, very amazing. Proraso Red shaving cream. So let's see, should I read the Italian? Sapone di barba, barbadure, con olio di sandalo e burro di karité. I have no idea what that means, but I know translated English, it's very good. Sandalwood. That's the oil. Shoot, shea butter. This has shea butter, and it's one of the reasons why I like it. So we use the Omega boar brush. Needs a little cleaning. No, that's not the thing. That's just I'm sloppy. All right, we got that. And then we use this no name Tonito 3-prong style shavette. All right. Yeah, if there's any kids that are watching or going to watch this, this is not toys. You don't play with this, right? Get mom and dad if you find these laying around. Go grab them. Don't even touch it, right? This thing can cut you, right? So we want all the kids to be safe at all times. The 3-pin, and this has a Lord 3-pin blade in it. Really, really nice. It really took that hair off. If you guys saw it, just took it right off. So wonderful, wonderful product. And then we finished up with Omega Alum Block, and again, natural astringent. It's great for the skin. If you shave your head with it, it's great for the shine. I mean, look at. I mean, you can see that. That you can see. Damn light in the camera is bright enough. And then we finished up. Probably clean this up a little bit. I apologize for the hair. This is what you get for live theater, right? I'll do it a little bit further back. It's the Gillette Fat Boy 1959. That's just patina. It's not dirt. This goes in the dishwasher once a month. Keep it oiled. 1959 is when this was built. So, this thing's been going the whole time and still giving a superior shave, better than a cartridge, better than 50 blades attached. All you need is one. All right. Well, with that, the shave portion is over. I guess maybe to catch folks up here on the in-between as we go. Again, I have not tried to stop making videos. For those of you that may tuned in late, and I know there's been a couple people in and out of the room, my wife and I have been power coupling. A lot of responsibilities in our life. I've took over a brand new department. If you didn't hear that piece, promotion, some more responsibility. So, doing things like this less and less, but that's okay. It means when I get a chance to do it, it sounds like I don't know what I'm doing. No, but it makes this time enjoyable. And I'm on vacation this week. So this is the first vacation I've had since the beginning of November. So it's just been nice to have some time and do some things that I enjoy. I do making the videos. So, all right. Traditionally on my shave channel, we always send you away with a safety tip. So I basically do have a new one. It is cold and flu season. And I know here in the States, maybe it's a little more controversial and it doesn't matter to me. But anytime you can get your flu and cold shot, always make sure you do it. Try to get one in October, one in March, just to stay ahead of it. And I got to tell you, for those of you that live in the continental United States, there is some form of creeping crud going around. That thing just sits in the lungs and it just sits in your face and it doesn't go anywhere. It's like a bad brother-in-law that just doesn't get it. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you're seeing your doctor. If you have benefits, great. take advantage of those. Try to get in, where you can, state benefits, and really really watch that health. This thing that's going around is no joke. It's not COVID. All the tests always come back negative for this, but whatever it is, boy howdy is it strong. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So I am the El Jefe 1974, concluding the shave. Be the boss of your shave and your day. All right, and go Bears. All right, now I'm going to transition over to another topic, which is beer. And yes, before everybody is wondering, like, should you be drinking while you're handling a razor? Now, yes, I understand that, if I continued to handle the razor or had like 16 beers and then did this, yes, please, report that to the YouTube authorities. But that's not what this is. I put a link to my friend's channel below, Beer Adventure Studios. So the Beer Adventure, great friend of mine. If you missed that at the top of the hour, he reviews all beer, whether that's domestic beer, foreign beer, imports. He's done Paul Lanner beer. He's done Aldi beer. He loves ciders. The only thing that he'll review, because he likes to be thorough, is seltzers. But seltzers ain't beer. So if you message him and say, hey, do a seltzer, you're going to be waiting a while. So what are we reviewing today? Well, I am the El Jefe 1974. I am one of the Beer Adventurer's ABVs, Associate Beer Adventurer. And today I'm going to go ahead and review Wild Range Brewing Company Hazy IPA. Once wild, always wild. This is one of the beers. Let's see if we can. It's going to be backwards. That's okay. This is one of the beers you can get in Aldi in the US 50. It's a hazy IPA. This is a 12-ounce bottle, and the ABV on this is 6.9. I was a little surprised that Aldi had such a high octane beer. So I said, And what was interesting is when I go to Aldi, I do get the beers once in a while for $7 US. I mean, for a 6-pack, and you just want to have something nice. Maybe maybe friends are coming over. You got to hurry up and get something quick, or someone called and said, hey, you want to play cards or watch some TV? And you can go to Aldi, get your chips, get your beer, get maybe something else to munch on. $20, you're out the door, you're looking good. So, but every time I've seen this, I would always miss it, and I don't know why. Hazy IPA style. So let's go ahead and take a sip here, and then we'll figure out what we got. Well, I've got a very nice. If I didn't know any better, that it's definitely a fruit inspired IPA. So it's a citrus for sure. It's not piney. It's not resiny. It doesn't taste like the Christmas tree. So you go to grandma's house, walk up to the Christmas tree, and lick it on a dare, right? There's really none of that on there. This is more of a grapefruit. This would be a great grapefruit. The funny thing about the Aldi beers is they're of course, like they're milder versions of things you'd buy at the store, right? So for those of you that grew up in the U.S. when we were kids, right, that was like the sign of death. Your mom's like, we're going to Aldi, and then you're going, oh my God, did Dad lose his job, right? Because you knew the food was a little suspect. And of course, over the years, and I'm not paid or endorsed by Aldi by no stretch, so please, they've improved their game over the years. That some things are still, maybe they fall behind a little bit, but you get some name brand things. For example, in the Chicagoland area, they have Goose Island. You can get Goose Island beer. You can get 312. You can get the whatever the seasonal that's out. So you can get that name brand effect. But from an Aldi perspective, they said, hey, we're doing wine. We're going to do some beer. I didn't bring a glass. I know, shame on me to give you the color. I don't know, maybe we can do something here. We can do this. I don't know if I want to use that. I was going to use my coffee cup from this morning, but it's a little disheveled. I've poured this in a glass before, and I've had it. It's got a nice. It is a hazy color, so it's not bright Pilsner yellow, but it's also not the super caramel colored dark IPA color either. It's in the middle. Let me take another sip here. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like maybe a smidge of coriander. I know the BA is not a big fan of coriander, but it's not enough to knock this down and get in the way. I'm also noticing that at 6.9, I'm also not sitting here going like this already. I'm definitely not on the merry-go-round. But it's very smooth. It's not caustic. Like sometimes you get a cheap beer and you drink it, and then you're just like, you're like, what is this? Right there, it's just a very smooth, nice, drinkable IPA. Now, this isn't my first time having this. I bought a 6-pack this week and for vacation celebration. But nonetheless, I've had this basically I've had it with steak this week. I've had it with pork. Um, you want to dress up some leftovers, right? You got to go to the fridge and pull stuff out. This went great with anything I threw at it. So the only thing I didn't get a chance to try it with was dessert. I'm not a big dessert pair unless it's a milk stout or something of that nature. But yeah, this is pretty good. And I think even from a summer perspective, this will go really, really well. Just you get done mowing the lawn, you're just hanging out with your friends. Maybe you grill something really quick. Hey, I'm at Aldi. Let me grab my hamburgers or whatever. Oh, I feel like a beer. What's over there? Oh, Wild Range is there. Let me go ahead and grab that. That was like pretty good. So yeah, but I encourage you, go ahead and check out the Beer Adventures channel. He posts videos all the time. So that's my official report on the Wild Range Brewing Company Hazy IPA. This is El Jefe 1974 ABV reporting in. And Josh, certainly if you get to watch this later, please, please, please take any part of this video and reproduce it. I'm 1,000% good, right? But yeah, this is pretty good. For an Aldi beer for $7, right? You can't go wrong. You just cannot go wrong with Aldi and the game that they have now. And all over the world, right? For those of you that do follow the shaving side, our great, I call him patriarch, and that probably embarrasses him, but Paul H, he's got his other channel and he does food and he does beer reviews, and he'll be the first one to tell you, I got this at Aldi, I got that at Aldi, this is like awesome at Aldi, this is amazing, right? And he's in Wales, right? So I think this would be one that he would definitely enjoy, and I highly doubt he'll ever watch or see this, but hey Paul, if you're looking for one that Mrs. H can go pick up for you at Aldi, this would be a pretty good one. Pretty cool little bottle. It's a Circus. I guess not the ringleader. Yeah, I guess it would be the ringleader. Be the Circus ringleader, and he's got his cane and he's balancing 2 wolves. So even the artwork is like pretty cool. So. All right, well, with that, I've got 12:58 on the dot. I've been going for 43 minutes. Who knew? Well, I knew because I run conference calls that go twice as long as this. So, of course, I can just keep talking and talking and talking. So with that, everyone enjoy your weekend. Please be safe. If you are going to drink and you're going to drink to the point where you shouldn't be operating a car, make sure you have a designated driver in tow. Also, too, make sure that you're not in a position where you're degrading your health with this, right? No way, shape, and form am I sitting here telling people to have a beer every day or a beer every hour, right? Again, this is just for enjoyment and entertainment purposes. Again, this is Wild Range Brewing Company, Hazy IPA by Aldi. For those of you that tuned in a little bit late, I just shaved off my grandpa beard and I'm getting ready for baseball. So baseball season's coming up. Chicago White Sox open at home April the 4th against the San Francisco Giants. Go White Sox. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and send you out of here. This is El Jefe 1974 reminding you to be the boss of your shave and your day. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thank you. And hopefully I can get something out sooner rather than later. So long, everybody.